Denaturalization is the process by which the US government can strip you of your citizenship after you've become a US citizen. So, most people correctly believe that once you become a US citizen, you're pretty much good to go and you don't need to worry about immigration anymore. And this is mostly true, but there is actually a procedure called denaturalization by which the US government can undo your citizenship and revert you back to permanent residence, or in some situations, eventually end up deporting you from the United States. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Denaturalization, first of all, is a very rare process. Historically, there have only been around 11 people denaturalized a year. And this goes back decades. But under Trump's last presidency, that number rose to about 30 people a year. He actually created an entire denaturalization unit that was charged with finding people who obtained their citizenship improperly and denaturalizing them. The most common way that you could lose your citizenship through the denaturalization process is if you obtained your citizenship through fraud. So this means you failed to disclose a criminal conviction that would have affected the outcome of your denaturalization application, or you straight up lied about being in a good faith marriage to somebody. It was a completely fraudulent marriage. That's how you became a permanent resident and then eventually naturalized. These are the most common ways in which people are denaturalized. When years later USCIS finds out that you didn't properly become a US citizen, they can begin a process by which they strip you of your US citizenship. But the most important thing to understand in all of this is that it's incredibly rare. And if you're already a citizen, there isn't much you can do to insulate yourself from the risk of being denaturalized. I would just say to all the people who've asked me if they should worry about this, that the answer is generally no. You shouldn't worry about this. It's incredibly rare. It's very unlikely that you will be one of the 11 to 30 people who are denaturalized each year during Trump's next term as president. If you are thinking about applying for US citizenship and naturalizing in the near future, check out the video I'm going to put out tomorrow, where I'm going to be discussing all of the changes I anticipate over the next 4 years in the naturalization process and how to improve your chances of naturalizing successfully, and some things to look out for and some tips and tricks. If you're new to my channel, I try to put out around 5 videos a week on green card and marriage-based permanent residence and citizenship. So if you're interested in those topics, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another one on naturalization.